only one documented killer. He did it with a shotgun. Why do we listen to shotgun? Right? Who was the real herb killer in that family? Virgil. What did Virgil say? Nothing. He was too busy killing. That's that. All right. So the two things that Wyatt said, that completely stifled firearms training. Right. The first one being he said make haste slowly. Right. And then from there, the soft teams kind of develop into slow is smooth, smooth is fast, right? But what is the third part of that axiom that all the lazy people leave off when they first develop that axiom?
Accuracy final.
Nope. That's the other gay thing they said.
Motion.
Speed is the economy of motion. How many of you have ever heard speed is the economy of motion before I just said it? That is part of that axiom. A couple of people, right? That is the third part of that axiom. That makes you think of speed, right? And kind of rounds it out. But what lazy people do is they go, well, fuck, I'm going to leave that part off because I'm slow. Oh, shit, I'm smooth. All of a sudden, I'm fucking fast. Let's stop training. Let's go have a beer, right? Not to get too much down to formal logic, guys, but that is called a transitive logical argument, which is illogical. Transitive properties only work for static things like numbers, right? When you say slow is smooth, smooth is fast, that is like saying people eat cows, cows eat grass, so people eat grass. What? Stop saying that bullshit, right? The other thing he said was, speed is fine, but accuracy is final. Fuck you, they're both important, okay? Because if you can hit a gnat's ass at 100 yards, but it takes you an hour to do it, nobody cares. On the other hand, if you go to your Instagram, right, hit the shot timer and go, bang, 4.8, like it happens every day, but don't show the shot timer or the target, and then my buddy fucking blows it up, and you see the roof go like that, you're an asshole too, all right?
Instagram operators.
Yep.
Kennedy.
Actually, it's not him this time. Somebody else. I'll show you if you want to see it. Anyway, moving on, right? It's the balance of speed and accuracy, right? And what is the determining factor of the balance of speed and accuracy? The size of your target, right? The size of your target, okay? So what we're going to do is, so what is the bill drill? Classically, 7 yards, 6 rounds to the alpha, right? It was created by Bill Wilson of Wilson Combat in the mid-90s. Rob Latham helped him make it very famous, right? So what they came up with is that they wanted to see a drill to test if a person at the foundational level to be a master class shooter, right? Master was the highest in the mid-90s. Grandmaster came out in the late 90s, right? So what they came up with, again, gamer guns, gamer rigs, gamer ammo, 2 seconds, right? But Bill also said that if you're going from a duty rig or from concealment, 3 seconds was pretty spicy. Right? And if we were in that church that day in Texas, where the first shot was at 3.8, if you could put 6 in the body in 3 seconds, you would have more of a surplus to finish that job. All right? Cool. So 3 seconds is the national. Class is 2.5. Why? Because it's in between 3 and 2. That's why. Right? Black belt patch is 2 seconds. Now you might be going like, hey bro, you're talking about legends of the shooting sports, Bill Wilson, Rob Latham. How can you expect us to do the same thing? Well guys, that was the mid-90s, right? We're in 2022. We got better guns, better ammo, better information, if I say so myself, better training, right? But it begs the question, do you need a 2-second bill drill? You've got a 2-second problem, you do, right? But let's say all you think you need is 250, and that's the best you can do on a great Ohio day with like-minded Americans. You're not getting that shit under pressure. So again, let's build up that surplus of skill and practice, right? But instead of saying going slower, faster, meet those time hacks, what we're going to do is we're going to take the visual cues of our presentation that we got from the draw, and we're going to take the sight tracking of what we did in the 3 and 2 and put them together, okay? So since the 3-second one is my most careful one, which draw am I using? What's my most careful draw? What are those percentages? 80-20. And in the 3 and 2, on the 3-second one, what did I let my sights do? What did I call that? Rise, no, first one, rise and fall. So it's 80-20, rise, fall, rise, fall, rise, fall. You do that correctly, it'll get you about 3 seconds, okay? What's the second most urgent draw? 90-10, and the dot's there, I'm pulling the trigger. Do that, 2 seconds, right? Finally, the 2-second one, 95-5. Now, I can't see any faster than if my dot never leaves the A zone, but I can get after it with a sense of urgency, right? What does that mean? Here's what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean squeeze my glutes, load my quad, lean forward, and lock my shit out. Doesn't mean that. It's just a mindset thing of I'm going to get after it. If you do it correctly, without doing any other goofy shit, you'll save about 0.02 of a second on your split, right? So if you can do a 22 casually, it'll get you a 20. If you do a 20 casually, it'll get you an 18. If you can do an 18 casually, I'm going to tell you stop worrying about your splits and get a better fucking draw. Does that make sense? Cool. So I'm gonna demo this for you. We'll talk about the draw and the splits, right? Then you guys are gonna do it at the 5. We're gonna go reload, reface the targets. Then we'll push you back to the 7s where I give you another cheat code and the coach backs begin. All right, cool, awesome. You got me, Russ?
Yep,
There you go. All right, cool. All right, so the first one, 80-20, rise, fall, should be between 2.5 and 3.
Shooter ready, stand by.
252. So draw 119. Remember what I said about my 80-20? It's in between 115 and 130, depending on how demonstrative I want to be. That was a 119, okay? Splits with the rise, fall, 29, 27, 25, 26, 26, right? Rising and falling, rising, falling. And we're starting to get a sense of how precise my vision can actually be. Yeah, cool. Nice small group there. Yeah, cool. Next one will be the 90-10. The dots there, I'm going to pull the trigger. Should be between 2 and 2.5 if I do everything right.
Shooter ready, stand by. 223.
All right. Draw 107. Just a little bit more urgent, right? So just a little bit more urgent. 107 helps me get ahead of things, right? Now my splits of not letting it rise and fall, right, come out to 25, 23, 23, 22, 23. Are we starting to get a sense of how awesome your vision can actually be and how consistent it can actually be if you use the dot as a guide and you shoot the target, and how that interacts with your vision, your grip, and your trigger finger when it all aligns. Yeah, cool, awesome. Final one, 95.5. I'm gonna get after it on the splits. So you guys have seen me do from concealment 84 draws and stuff like that, right? My draw for my ALS, my gamer rig, and my appendix draw are always within like 0.05 of each other. Which one is faster depends on the day, right? I'm not gonna bust balls and try and make them all exactly the same for 0.05 of a second, okay? So let's say I even did a 90 draw this time, right? What was my draw? Was it 107?
107.
I'm gonna say, and my old thing was 226.
223.
223. So I need to make up 23 somewhere, right? If I had a 107 plus the extra 10 on a 90 draw, that's 17 right there. Add the 0.08 from saving it on each one of the splits, and I'm right there at 2 seconds. Generally, it's going to be quicker than that. My average from concealing my ALS is about a 1.8x, right? Now, again, that's a lot of math there, but I just know how all my shit breaks down to be consistent in what I need to see, okay? So, give that a whirl. Should be less than 2 if I do everything right.
Shooter ready, stand by. 185.
So draw 86, okay? So there you go. 86, 21, 18, 21, 20, 19. All within 02 for each other, right? And I can date every single one of them. That's gross, I understand, but it's fine. It's fine. Got it? Cool. You guys are going to do 380 20s, 390 10s, 395 5s, right? Then we'll switch to relay 2. Got it? Cool. Relay 1, you're up.